What's said? It was said. Welcome to Science for the Conscious Mind. Welcome to another episode. Today we will be digging deep into just talking about just life, energy, spirituality. Just things that people are scared to talk about, or things that people don't know what to talk about. So before we get started, I hope everybody had a good night's sleep, good night rest. Vibrate high, peace, prosperity, abundance, gratefulness, gratitude, appreciativeness. Vibrate higher than your root chakra. Open up your heart chakra and detox your crown chakra. So with that introduction and affirmation being said, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop content. So without further ado, let's get into the clip.
Everything is energy. And you come to Earth to learn how to manipulate that, to be a master manifester. So once you learn how to manipulate energy, you can have anything you want. Nothing is impossible. There are no limitations.
5 stages of the spiritual journey, part 5. Now, if you made it past the first 4 stages, you are at what we call the awareness or the conscious state. Now, if you made it to the awareness state, you are already conscious of that. These people can never not be woke, no matter what paradigm or lifestyle they live. The people at this stage have completely removed the veil and have downloads daily. When you look at or into things, you see something completely different than what normal people see. Because at this stage, you will have accumulated enough knowledge to where your third eye is easily able to break apart the codes. Not saying you have to be at the awareness state to start noticing these type of things, but when you do reach this state, hidden messages will start revealing themselves to you unavoidably. At this stage, you are easily able to align your energy, whether it be negative or positive. Meaning they are completely okay with negative situations because they know it's for the elevation of their being. These are your sidekicks, spiritual teachers, tarot readers. They are actively elevating the spiritual community and know their purpose. Follow for part 6.
What's crazy is that shit is true. This is why a lot of people run from waking up. This is why a lot of people run from spirituality and consciousness and awareness and self-accountability and all that shit, because you're removing the veil. Once you wake up, once you become conscious, you can't go back to sleep. Trust me, I've tried that shit. You know how many times I was like, man, I'm gonna stop doing this YouTube and stop making shit like that, man. I just want to go back to being sleep and the sheep and people ain't listening and fuck that. Every time I tried to quit dropping knowledge and getting gems and researching and shit like that, something always happens to bring me right back, because this is where I'm supposed to be. Spitting these gems and doing this research and enlightening my people is what I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be doing. This is your purpose. This is your calling. This is your journey. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Many are called, only few answer. Remember that. And ain't nothing wrong with raising your vibration. You feel me? Because as long as you stay toxic, you vibrating low. Everything will be attracted to you, will be negativity. You know what I'm saying? You might have little glimmers and spots and peaks of happiness and joy and blessings and shit like that. That's just because you still operating subconsciously. So a lot of people be manifesting and they don't even know what the fuck they doing. They just robotically living life and shit like that. But once you become aware of everything and you start raising your vibration and opening your mind and getting out of this box and shit that society done put everybody in, manifestations happen like that. Intuition happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Your psychic just be clicking. You feel me? You energy sensitive. You can feel everything. You can know people emotions. You can know how people feel, what they feeling. You can peep. It's just a lot, bro, and it just keep going on and on, because knowledge and wisdom is infinite. It's internal because it's internal. Let me say that again. Knowledge and wisdom is eternal because it's internal. Science for the conscious mind.
About time. Now, in case y'all don't know, time is not real. Time only exists in this dimension. Time is literally a state of mind. The elites tried to put numbers on the state of mind. Every second is the present moment. Just the present moment constantly repeating itself. There is no future, there is no past. Your past is only a thought. It's the thought of the recent present moment. Get it? That makes you think of it as the past. A lot of y'all don't comprehend what I'm saying. Y'all love to say, oh, the past or future not real, then explain this, explain that. Bro, it's not literal. Let me explain it better. Think about how time can go by fast for you, but slow for somebody else. How is that possible if time was actually real? Take away numbers from time. Then everybody will just be living in the present moment. Everything will be mental. You can make time go by fast or slow. That's proof that it's not real. That's why if you focus in the present moment, you can change time. You can literally choose if you want time to go by fast or slow once you understand that time is not real. Follow for part 2.
That's true. Time don't exist. Everything is happening simultaneously right now. The past, the present, the future, all that is happening simultaneously right now. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that exists is the now, the present, the gift. That's why they call it the present, because it's a gift. Because all you got is today. You can plan for the future. You can dream about the future. You can manifest the future all you want to. But if you don't take care of shit today, that future will never come. If you don't make the change and the adjustments and get rid of the toxic behavior today, or start making the steps to, the future won't be what you think it is, because you're not focusing on the now and making the necessary steps. You focusing on the past, you damn sure ain't gonna make the future, because now you went from the present to the past. Now you just took 2 steps back. You even further from the future. You feel me? All you have is the now, the present. This is the gift. That's why it's called the present. I'm gonna say that again. You understand me? Go with the flow. Live in the now. You understand me?
Have you ever
Time do
heard
not
of a
exist.
dark empath? Well, psychopaths and narcissists are low in empathy, but high in dark traits. Typicals and empaths are high in empathy and low in dark traits. But studies have shown that dark empaths have equivalent amounts of dark traits and empathy. This is a recipe for disaster. They have cognitive empathy, but they are able to turn it off like a switch and destroy that same person that they understood, like for part 2. Have you ever heard of a dark empath? Dark empaths exhibit cognitive empathy, or being able to understand someone's emotional state, but not necessarily connecting it in a way that propels an emotional pro-social output. Recent studies have shown that dark empaths are more likely to be men, and are high in both neuroticism and extroversion. Dark empaths score higher in the areas of using malicious guilt and humor. They tend to do well in leadership positions and are higher in psychopathy than typicals, like for part 3.
So, dark empaths, they walking around, that's a different type of narcissistic person. You feel me? Those are the main people that be like, when you explain something, and they be like, I understand, but, and then they proceed to say some shit that clearly shows that they don't understand you. So it's like, they hear what you saying, they get what you saying, they feel what you saying, but that narcissistic side in them don't give a fuck about what you saying. And also, this is why a lot of people can love you from the stars and back one day, and then the next day it's like they ain't never known you. You never speak, no nothing like that. These are dark empathic people. You feel me? They still empaths, but they have dark narcissistic tendencies. They can switch it on, they can switch it off. They can be an empath if they want to. They could be a narcissist if they want to. They can do both and confuse the fuck out of you. And they are great manipulators. You feel me? Because you can't figure them out. They always switching and flipping and changing with the trees. Science for the conscious mind. Gotta throw a little psychology in there for you.
Top of the week to y'all. The English language is full of curses and spells, hence why we learn how to write in cursive and how to spell in grade school. Each week we awake in the morning to go to our jobs on the weekdays to earn a living. The translation of that, trance, T-R-A-N-C-E, awake is a funeral for the dead. Mourning is what you do when you lose a loved one. You have to be in a weekdays to earn a living, since earn is the ashes, since earn are ashes for the dead, and job is Hebrew for persecution. And at the end of this, we get the weekend of the deal, and we're weakened. So, happy Monday.
But you know, just to add on more to what he's saying about words and spells, that's like entertainment. Entertain as in bondage, meant. Entertainment. They entertaining as in bondage, containing your mentality. This is why every time an interesting show or something that's distracting come on, you instantly get glued to either either to the social media, to your phones, to movies, TV shows, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You hook, and then you become in a trance and stuff like that. Then you got, what is it? Y'all know about television. Then you got library. You know what I'm saying? Library. My daddy always told me that if you want to hide something from black folks, put the truth in a library, in a book. Lies are buried. This is why it's called library. If you want to figure out the truth, you got to go to a library where the lies are buried at and start doing your research to understand the truth. And the list go on and on and on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even about to go in there too deep. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to add on a little bit of what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you start studying the study of words, which is etymology, you know what I'm saying? You know, then you'll understand. Then you'll start understanding why these politicians can say one thing to the public, but then once they get in office, they do a completely different thing, because words are spells and words have multiple meanings. They don't just have one meaning; they got multiple meanings. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoy the rest of this video and everything. And I got some other stuff in the works. Boy, it's hot as hell out here, but I love hot boxing right now. But Signs for the Conscious Mind. Let's keep it going.
People will act like you hard to deal with because you ain't easy to fool.
That's facts. In my 31 years of living, I've learned that shit. A lot of people, they're mad because they can't fool you. They mad because they can't play you. They mad because your intuition is so high, and they be like, how the fuck do this person just know certain shit that I be doing without them even knowing what the fuck I'm doing? A lot of people be mad that they didn't get caught without getting caught, and they trying to figure out how in the fuck do he know or she know what the fuck do they know when they supposed to not know shit. But for real though, people get mad when they can't fool you. People get mad when you can't be manipulated. People are mad when they can't play with your top because you a strong individual, you heard me? Stay strong, keep it pushing, and don't be nobody fool, you heard me? Signs for the Conscious Mind.
Take that pain. Stop running from the pain. Stop running from your problems. Take that pain, let it hit you. It's gonna hit you harder if you run from it. I know it hurt, it's supposed to hurt. That means that it meant something to you. Whether you took a bad loss or a bad breakup or whatever the case may be, you just feeling down. It's supposed to hurt, but it's time to boss up. It's all gonna make sense. I promise you it's all gonna make sense. The proof is already in the pudding. It's already in the pudding. You can fucking do this. Did you die from that pain? Did you? I know it felt like you did. I promise you. I've been that way before. But you didn't. It's time to fucking boss up. Focus on your motherfucking self. Let's chase these motherfucking dreams. Stop playing. You bullshitting with yourself. You holding yourself back. None of us got it all figured out yet. I promise you. And it's all gonna fucking make sense. You just gotta trust the process within yourself. You gotta believe in yourself.
Signs for the Conscious Mind. I hope you did this. You know what I'm saying? This content. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop dope content. And you know what I'm about to say. Vibrate high. Peace, prosperity, abundance, gratitude, gratefulness. Vibrate higher than your root chakra. Open up your heart chakra. Detox your crown chakra. You heard me? And just like he say, embrace that pain. That pain is going to help you grow. When you plant a seed into the ground that's full of rocks and dirt and gravel and stuff, and it busts out that seed and it's going through all of that, it's getting scraped up, bruised up, cut up, it might lose some leaves and branches along the way up. But once it bloom, it's beautiful. You don't notice the scars. You don't notice the damage. It didn't heal itself. It didn't regenerate it and grew new branches. It's stronger. It's better. And it's just vibrating high. Be that flower that grows from that ground. Be resilient and keep growing. Keep digging deep. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom and knowledge is eternal and internal. You dig? All the answers that you need is within. All the love and happiness that you need is within. You heard me? Signs for the Conscious Mind. I'm out.
3, 2, 1.